Hello and welcome everybody to this week's edition of the Edmonds Racing Weekly Show. It is Friday, the 19th of March. It is Golden Slipper weekend, of course, and there is plenty of rain around right across the country, and I suppose plenty of meetings with the big question mark beside their names right now. But anyway, we're going to proceed with the show as if all meetings are go, all runners are go, and obviously if things change, we can... all the viewers can make the necessary adjustments. Tobe, last weekend, the Valley, the HARROVAIN, he was enormous. Talk us through just the feel of the day. It looked like a great crowd, a great atmosphere, and you must have been super proud.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing it rained, Bruce, and the track ended up quite wet. I think they only downgraded it to a 6 or something. Possibly a 7, but it was a bit worse than that. And yeah, there was a crowd there. I think it's the first time for a crowd back at MOONEE Valley, so they done a great job. With the COVID restrictions and everything. Each state's different, by the way. I was in Sydney last week, and you couldn't talk to the jockey or be near the jockey. In Melbourne, you can. Even up here you can. We just can't leg them up. But look, the horse probably more importantly performed as we thought. We're quite open about what we thought or how we thought he would go, whether he was up to those Group 1 horses, and I think we're justified in our prediction. He raced as good as he could. The Group 1 horses kicked in and just got past him, in the last 100 metres, but he was very, very brave. Aided by a great ride. Brad Stewart rode him beautifully. Popped him out at the right time with that big weight, and put himself into the race, give himself a chance, and picked up a nice healthy check for the owners. And great initiative. It was great to be part of, to be truthful. Well done to Racing Victoria and everyone involved.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm sure a concept that'll just keep growing legs and keep having that public interest, that element of having the people that vote involved, and it's so great to see those people win the $250,000, just everyday people that got a big thrill out of the win, as well as the Australian Bloodstock team. So congratulations to the winners as well. Some good footage of you there, Tobe, getting fired up around the corner there, as we all were. So I'm sure Adam will put that on for all our viewers. But good to see Tobe get up and about and cheer the big HARROVAIN home. Trent, you were holding fort here. It's been a good week. A couple of nice winners through the week. Cherry, nice to see him return in really good style at the Sunny Coast on Sunday. And Walking Flying, first start for the stable, bang, wins.
Yeah, look, he's always been probably a horse that has I'm not going to say under-delivered, because we've run him in pretty good company all the time. But his race record has not been probably what it should be. So he's done a great job. I thought Brad took bad luck out of the equation. Big weight for a 3-year-old against older horses, and run a quick time. So he's on track for a pretty good preparation, you'd have to think. Walking Flying come to us off the back of a freshen up. We obviously were umming and ahhing as to whether the meeting was going to go ahead, but we're more than happy to run her Wednesday, and that was justified with a first up win for the guys. That was great. She's got wet track form. Her form as a 3-year-old is actually quite good. I think she ran not far behind Toffee Tongue in a SA Oaks, I think it was. And so obviously she's got ability. It just tapered off a little bit towards the latter part of her 3-year-old career, and she's come up here and couldn't have started in any better fashion. Geez, it was heavy. The blinkers took a fair bit of washing the next morning, let me tell you.
Very good. All right. Well, she's mare that's at her best, is one at Flemington, well placed up here, and she can hopefully tick through her grades and maybe even find some black type down the track if we get a bit lucky. So that's the goal there, and a big thank you to the obviously the Yulong team there, Mr. Huang, for sending that mare to us to train. We had a busy week over the weekend and the early part of the week at the Magic Millions March sale. Of course, all the cutest eligible yearlings for sale. We walked out of the sale with 8 yearlings. Great bunch of horses, I thought. Toby, any sort of horse yearling that really stuck out for you?
Yeah, look, I was very shocked at the quality there on Monday and Tuesday. It's renowned for been a second string sale basically, with the cutest pedigrees. But I thought the breeders have done a good job this year. The horses we bought, they wouldn't have looked out of place in the January Magic Million sale, like in book one. I would have thought, obviously the Sebring filly was in that, so we end up with her because she had to go away and be treated and come back through this sale. So we're fortunate enough to walk away with her. She's a cracker, beautiful filly, beautiful walking filly, good nature, half to not a bad horse either. So look, I'm excited by her. The Capitalist colt we bought, he's a quality colt, better than ready. Vienna Queen that you had to wait all day for on Tuesday to buy, another quality colt. So we got a couple of cheapies in there that have got their place as well. But those ones stand out for me, and I was quite excited by those bunch of horses that we've walked away with.
Yeah, for sure. No, generally class yearlings, weren't they? And bought well in context of that sale. And Trent, of the cheaper horses, mate, anything there that you particularly liked?
Well, the Jukebox filly that we spec'd, I thought was a ripper. She just looked really sort of precocious. Loved the way she came out the box and just took my eye straight away. She walked out really fluently. Basically, I thought you could have put a saddle on her tomorrow and she'd be ready to go. So she looked nice and sharp pretty early to me. We spec'd her. Obviously, Kieran Maher had a huge opinion of Jukebox before he was retired prematurely. I think he was quoted as saying it's the best 2-year-old he's ever put a saddle on. So that's a pretty big rap. And, I think we paid 40 for her, and she gets a chance later on this season. Later on this year to run for double that prize money sort of every Saturday as a cutest 2-year-old filly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love it. I love it when you can see the, elements of the pedigree shine through in the physical. She looked very sharp. She's got that chestnut with the blonde mane and tail. And of course, her grandfather, the great Rory's Jester, one of the great 2-year-old influences of all time in Australia. And you could just see that shining through in her physique. So loved her at $40,000 and still a few shares available in her. All right, guys, well, let's get stuck into the runners this weekend. Well done last week. You're both hot on Cherry, and he got the job done. This weekend, we have runners at Eagle Farm and the Gold Coast. We'll kick off at Eagle Farm, currently a soft 5 there, Toby. Royal Witness returns to the stable for the great team there at Tricolours. He's in the race 5, the 1,200 metre race, drawn barrier 4 with Justin Huxtable to take the ride.
Yep. Look, excited to have him back in the stable. Actually, I think he was very good last time. Always around the money, which he's well placed here for that reason. Tomorrow's race 1,200. Probably gets up on the speed like he does, and he'll look the winner at some stage. For mine, I'd like to see him come back and perform. He looks good. He's working well and can run well. I think he's second pick in the market. So look, let's hope he can return a winner. Can't fault him in any other way. His work's been great. So he gets a good run up on the speed as he does, and should run well.
Yeah, and always puts his best foot forward, doesn't he? Always puts it in. So he'll be right in the mix. Royal Witness, that is for sure. And race 5 there tomorrow at Eagle Farm. Race 8, Baroda, drawn barrier 16. Justin Huxtable again takes the ride. A mare that's sort of been mixing her form a little bit, Trent, but she's a second pick here. Looks like a nice enough race for her, 1,400 metres class 6.
Yeah, look, she returned to some form last start. 2 starts prior to that are disappointing to obviously only just get nabbed. Better outside horses as well. Probably looks to be a tiny bit of speed drawn just below her. So we follow it across. Back down to 55 kilos. Justin will take about half a kilo off of his 1.5, but that's fine. She likes Eagle Farm. She obviously races really well there. Just needs a little bit of luck early in the piece. It's not a bad field, but we've just kept her ticking over beautifully since that last run. So if she has any even luck in running, as long as she sort of, I don't think she's very, or at her best when she's sort of in and amongst horses. So like ridden, maybe it's going to sound silly, but a little bit ugly, and clear running at the right time, she's much better than sort of trying to hold her up and look pretty and try and ride a beautiful race on her. So she'll get that opportunity from a wide gate tomorrow. We'll just roll forward with the speed and be nice and strong late. Very good each way chance in what looks like a pretty open Class 6 for mine.
Yeah, now I listened to all the updates through the week, and I must say I felt there was a little bit of confidence in the voice this week after BARODA galloped there through the week. It sounds like she's going very well at home. That's fair to say.
She's always a good worker. So if she didn't work well, she should be going to the paddock. But yep, she's in good order. Heathcote's thing will be hard to beat in that race. It's back in form too. He's got it going well. So hopefully we can bowl it over. If she got back to a 3-year-old form, she puts these away comfortably. But she's just probably been a little below that at the moment and needs to find that type of form to win this race.
Very good. All right. Well, our friends at Unibet, Toby and Trent, you might like to know, are going to do us a little favour here. The price push of the week will be BARODA a place. Currently $2.10. They'll push you out to $3 a place on Saturday for all our Edmonds racing owners, which I think is terrific value. She's a massive top 3 chance with a little bit of luck from that barrier. $3 a place. Love that from Unibet. Thanks very much. We'll click on the link in the email blast we send out, and you guys can all make the most of that. All right, Gold Coast on Saturday, currently a heavy 10. I know a lot of rain around there, guys. The chances are the meeting might have to be abandoned, and if it's not abandoned, well, you may not run these 3 because they're all first up on a heavy track, but we'll talk through them anyway, just for their owners and just to build some depth around them, I suppose, leading forward. In race 5, we've got a maiden race over 900 meters. We've got 2 engaged here, Toby: Soothers for Archer Park and Miss JEDI for Drew Irwin and the guys. How are they both faring leading into this race?
Soothers has been ready to run for a while now, but he's drawn horribly and drawn horribly again tomorrow as well, even at the 900. But he's trialled up okay, and I know Jeff Lloyd galloped him the other day and thought he would run really well wherever we were running, but unfortunately he drew poorly and it rained. So he can run well. Miss JEDI probably better at a bit longer, but will be running home nicely. I don't mind the soft track for her, but if it's a 10 and there's 10 to 20 mil forecast for tomorrow, so realistically we're hoping these horses can perform in this type of track, and if they're first up, it's probably ridiculous trying to run them. It'll just flatten them for the rest of the preparation. But as it is at the moment, we've got a beautiful day, so we've got to go with that, and hopefully the track gets back to if this weather continues. Today's beautiful. It's a bit of wind around. It's quite warm. If this weather continues, I'm quite sure the track will come back a bit. So we'll run, but at the moment, with that forecast in the background, we're a bit concerned about this meeting, as you mentioned.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, good luck to the owners there. I'm right in saying Soothers, if they both start, may have the edge over 900 meters.
I think so. Yeah, I think he would. She'll be running on nicely. Miss JEDI, but Soothers probably just a tad sharp for her at 900.
Very good. All right. Well, they're on for big preparations, just the very beginning. So good luck to the owners there, Archer Park and Drew Irwin and the boys. Race 8, Pernell returns. Trent, he's a son of Vinny, but he's got quite a bit of stamina on his dam side, and that's, he's one of these Vinnies that does enjoy a bit more of a trip. So 1,200 meters first up, you'd say improved for the run.
Yeah, he's improved sharply since that last trial he had. We've had to sort of step into him, but I thought his work Tuesday morning was sort of best of the preparation so far. So that all bodes well to kick off sort of nicely. And then we stretch him out in journey after wherever his first up run may take place, whether it's Saturday or next week. But he's heading the right way. We've always had a bit of time for him. This prep, he's just taken ages to come back and sort of click into gear. His first couple of trials probably looked a little bit pedestrian, but his work since has really improved quickly. So I would suggest whatever he does Saturday improves upon, and then we sort of stretch him out to 14 to a mile a bit later on, and he'll come into his own.
Very good. All right. Well, good luck to the owners, Archer Park and the owners there. Sounds like he might be little sneaky each way bet there, fresh up tomorrow, providing he goes around. I noticed the race is called the Happy Birthday Gibbo Handicap. So happy birthday to Gibbo. Follow him there on Twitter, always giving some good tips there at the Gold Coast. Always like to see when he's got a few of ours in the mix. So happy birthday to Gibbo. And guys, we should definitely mention our very own Adam Gardini, Wooding Edge Communications, who, of course, puts on this show for us and does so much great work for us around our social media content, videography, etc. Helps put us on the map and have a voice and some vision out there for clients and owners and add value to the whole stable. And I know he does that for a number of other stables. So you wouldn't believe it, guys. Adam Gardini turning 40. He looks about 25. I thought today, I said to him, I reckon he might live to 120 the way he's going. He looks fresh. What do you guys say?
Benjamin Button, he's going the opposite way.
I agree. He's the baby-faced assassin.
Tell you what, anyway, so if you do see Adam, please give him a big high five and a happy birthday, except tomorrow. If you see him tomorrow, don't maybe approach with caution, because I believe he's on a bit of a pub crawl, so it might be quite messy. Guys,
Happy birthday, Ed.
Quick one, best bet of the weekend, please.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Baroda. That'll do.
I'll go Royal Witness on trial at 4-1 for a bit of difference.
Beautiful. All right. Sounds like 2 each way best bets of the week there. Royal Witness and Baroda, race 5 and race 8 at Eagle Farm tomorrow. Very, very best of luck to all of our owners. Thanks, Toby and Trent, for your time. Have a great weekend, everybody.
No worries,
Thanks, Bruce. Bye.